What's up, YouTube? I got another build video for you guys, man. So I have this center build right here, 6'11", weight is 248, and the wingspan is 6'1". I'm gonna explain why I went with this particular build. Also, if you hit Y, you can see your potential badges that you can possibly get, and I'll explain as I continue to go on through the video on why I chose this position, height, weight, and wingspan. So this is the build here. These are my stats. Feel free to copy these or change them around to your liking. The reason I went with this height, the weight, wingspan, and these stats, and I'll go over them one by one to explain why. The close shot, I decided to go 84 because of the paint prodigy. I would like to actually go up quickly and effectively, so we have that on silver. Floater, honestly, I don't care for floater too much. That's just not my style. And post hooks, I don't care about. But mostly paint prodigy is the reason why I went with 84. The driving layup, I'm not gonna lie, I am very concerned about that a little bit. Hopefully that doesn't affect me too much. But we do have aerial wizard. We do have, again, float game. Yeah, I don't care for that badge. Driving dunk is a 65. I think that's pretty solid for a center that's 6'5". And again, our wingspan also, it's not max. I think it's, let's take a look at it real quick. You can also actually play with this if you like. So I have mine set to 7'1". You can make it 7'2", 7'3", 7'4", 7'5", 7'6" if you want. 7'7", but if you notice, every time that I change my wingspan, the badges on the right change. And the reason why I went 7'1" is because you have the possibility of getting brick wall, legend, and you will have box out beast on Hall of Fame. Those are the main two things that I was focused on when making this build. Now, by me changing my wingspan, of course, they mess with my stats a bit. So I have to adjust and put some things back to how I had it. So that didn't take long. So yes, driving dunk is fine. That's what I prefer. You can always change it to your liking. Standing dunk, I love the rise up. I think that's very important to make easier dunks when under the basket. I don't see why not. If you're a center, whether you're in park or whatever mode that you're in, I think it's important to go up right away if you can or when you can. Post control, to be honest, I don't really care for the post control. If I'm being real, I don't care for the post control, but I do like this post powerhouse. I do like that badge. That way you can back defenders down, especially if you have like a small guard on you or something like that. I think that's pretty cool to have. Now, as far as the shooting, the mid-range, the reason I went 89 is so I can have this badge here, the set shot specialist. That way I can hit my standstill shots. You can also make your midi a 91 once you get to starter 3, which is, I'm well on my way, but you can make your midi a 91. Your three-pointer, the max it goes is an 84, so I went on and maxed that out. You'll still have dead eye. You will have limitless range. If you had maxed your wingspan by 1, let's say you make your wingspan 7'2", you will lose limitless range. So that's another reason why I have my wingspan at 7'1". We'll also have shifty shooter, and if I'm not mistaken, I do believe you lose that as well if you increase your wingspan. So that's why we have that. Free throw is a personal choice. Me, I'm gonna be mostly in rec, probably even playing 5v5, just random 5v5 in the proving grounds. Okay, so your passing accuracy, it is a choice. I really wanted 87, that way I can have not just gold dimer, but I will have gold break starter, This will be silver, and if I'm not mistaken, my bailout will be silver. But the reason I went 85 because I had to sacrifice something. Now, usually I always have break starter gold if I'm a big man, but in this case, I decided to sacrifice that for my vertical, which I'll explain when I get to that. But I decided to make this an 85 because I'd rather lower down the break starter, a badge or a tier, I should say, and still have gold dimer. So when I dot my teammates wide open, hopefully they can hit their shots. So they're still getting a boost to their shot percentage. So as long as I have that, I'm fine with it. Plus, me chucking it up the court every time I get a rebound, it can be a good thing, it can be a bad thing. It can lead to turnovers. It just all depends on your IQ and if you see anybody in the lanes. So I mean, it's a personal choice, it's a personal preference. Ball handling, it doesn't matter. I'm not going to be dribbling or anything. Speed with ball, again, that's a personal choice. So if you have the ball in your hands, this will be my speed with the ball in my hand for those who don't know. But I just decided to go to 45 because I'm not going to have it in my hands like that unless I'm cutting to the paint or something like that. Interior defense, I have it as a 75. So all of these are going to be bronze. I mean, it's not much, but it's something. So paint patroller, pretty much just to protect the paint at a high level as best as you can. Post lockdown, you'll be able to defend post moves. And then we got off ball pass, improves a player ability to bump and harass the offense off the ball. So I think all of these are great to have. They're bronze, they're not like silver, you know, OP, but badge is a badge how I see it, so I think it's helpful. Perimeter defense is a 63. You got immovable enforcer. You have off ball pass again, so those are great badges to have. Your steal will be at a 61 for bronze interceptor. Of course, the longer you make your arms, the badge tier will increase. I personally just decided again to leave it at 71 for my reasons. We do have gold pogo, so that's great as well. That way you can recover and jump quickly after landing. So if you just so happen to get faked out, you can actually recover quickly. These are all great badges and great stats to have. If you have cap breakers, you can also put them in certain categories that you like or prefer. I'll explain that in a little while as well. Now, for your rebounding, it's a personal choice. I just decided for this particular build to just max out my defensive rebounding at a 94 and leave my offense at a 71, or you can flip-flop it if you like and make your offense 94 and then make your defense a 71. But I just decided to go with this because I feel like if I'm playing 5v5 proving grounds, I feel like the defensive board will mean more, or I can grab more, I should say, versus the offense. Because on offense, if you see the way our shooting is, we can spot up in the corner, we can hit mid-range, we can hit threes. I think I'll be more on the outside, looking to take shots, maybe even setting screens I can pick and pop or pick and roll. So I just decided to go with the 94 defensive rebound. I think it'll be a lot easier for me. But as you see, we do have box out on Hall of Fame. Again, in the beginning of the video, that's why I showed you your potential badges, because this is what we can get up to. So we will have this on Hall of Fame. Pogo stick, we went over that already, that will be gold. Rebound chaser, that will be gold as well. Rebound chaser on gold, is nothing wrong with it. It's great. It's not like you have it on silver or even below that. So I think that's great. There's nothing wrong with it. Now we have our speed. Speed is a 73. Now I do have a power forward who has a 72. I think it's a 72 speed. At times I feel like he's moving, especially depending on who I'm matched up against. And then there's times I feel like, damn, he's slow. So again, it all depends on you. If you want a faster center, you will have to increase or decrease, I'm sorry, you will have to decrease the height and maybe even the weight a little bit. But when you do that, you will be changing the stats and stuff of your build. The agility, you want that maxed out. It helps a whole lot as far as moving and having stick. Your strength, now brick wall, you will have that on gold. Now to have Hall of Fame, or not even Hall of Fame, beyond Hall of Fame, you'll have legend brick wall. If you decide to sit here and go from 91 to 99 on your strength, that will give you legend brick wall. So for me, when I hit starter 3, I don't know if I'm going to want to put my strength all the way up, because of course you have 15 cap breakers total. So it depends on how far you guys are going to grind. So let's say if you know you're only going to make it to starter 3, you have to be very precise on where you put your builds, or you put your cap breakers on your build. For me personally, let's say if I do get to, I think it's veteran 1. It's between veteran 1 through 3. I can't remember exactly which one. At some point you will have 10 cap breakers. So just maxing this out another 8, that will give you legend brick wall for those who want it. And for our vertical, I at least wanted the vertical to be high. For those who don't know what vertical is, it actually helps you jump or leap off the ground. The higher this is, the higher you can jump. Along with your defensive and offensive rebounding, you can actually outboard people who are taller than you. Because most of the people who are taller than you, yeah, they may have like a 95 or maybe a 99 offense or defensive rebounding. That is possible. But I'm pretty sure their vertical is what, 60, maybe even 70, mid 70s if they're lucky. So that's why I decided to push this to an 80 to help that out as far as leaping and jumping off the ground. But yeah, this is our build. Just wanted to show you guys what I was working with. I will have more videos on builds and other things on the way. But this is the build. Let's see what we got. Here's our shades, Chris Bosh. I haven't seen that name in so long, man. I haven't seen it in so long. But here's our build. It comes out to be a stretch 5. I have not seen this build in the park yet. I have not seen this name in the park yet. But this is the W build. Make sure you guys like and subscribe to the video. I will put everything that you need to know in the description below. Make sure you sub up. I'm out.